Hey guys, welcome back. I'm super excited because, well, for me it's tomorrow, but for you it'll be right about the right time. So for me, release day is tomorrow, the 30th, which means that Venators Promises Forged will be out in the world and people will finally be reading it. And I have been going crazy for this day for quite some time. For those of you who don't know, Venators Magic Unleashed was actually published first through a different company and then was picked up through Brown Books. So we had to unpublish it, try to get everything down, re-edit it, add some words, republish it, and then wait another year to publish book 2. And I had book 2 done like before they picked up this one. So for me, this story, I have been done with it for so long and I have been dying for you guys to read it. And I can't even tell you how many times I have said, like I've started to say something to readers. Like they'll be saying, oh, I want more of this, or I wish we had that. And I'm like, well, yeah, I can't share that scene with them yet. So I'm super excited if you guys get this book. And when you get it, please message me so we can talk, because I need to talk to someone about the things in this book. Okay. Plus, I need to finish book 3 because book 3 happens to be due to my editor at the end of May. And I'm in that point where I get with all of my books, and that is the point where I hate all of the things. All of the things. And it's really hard to keep writing when you're like, I hate all of it. And I don't know what it is. Something about you guys starting to read the new book and you're excited, and then I'm like, I can do this. So seriously, I know this is supposed to come from within, but if you guys could all send me a dose of like, you got this, that'd be great. Okay. So I have an exciting giveaway for you today. I think it's very, very, very book heavy, which I personally think is fantastic. So let's get going. Okay. First off, you will get a copy of Magic Unleashed. I will, of course, sign this for you. And we can't have a release date without adding book 2 in, so you guys will get a copy of Venators Promises Forged, signed from me. Oh, this puppy, it's so nice. It's heavy, it's thicker than the first one. Very nice. And then I went to a book signing at Rediscovered Books. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this one yet or not. This is Sky Without Stars. It's by Jessica Brody and Joanne Rendell. Sweet, I even got it right without looking. I wanted to double check, but I was like, it's coming out of my mouth. We are a little too late. This is Les Mis in space, which is Les Mis in space. Like, what else do I need to say? I went to these ladies signing. To be honest, I think it was the best signing I've ever gone to. These ladies nailed it. They had Les Mis theme music to walk into. They had games. They had giveaways. They had Q&A. Like, oh yeah, they were on it. So I bought a copy for me, and of course bought a signed copy for you, signed by both of the authors. They did an original tour together, but I've seen after the original run, like they've kind of separated. So there will be a lot of signed books with one or the other, not as many with both. So you have got both of their signatures in here. Now on top of this, they were giving away swag packs to go with the pre-orders. So of course I got you one of those too. So you will also get this poster that is a map on the other side for Sky Without Stars. And I also have Jessica and Joanne signatures on this. I also have this lovely pre-order one that came with it. A signed book plate, again, both signatures. This is if you have a friend who maybe doesn't have a signed copy, you'd like to give this to them. Or if you already bought yourself a copy, now you can add that to that one. And of course, a bookmark. So you guys will get the entire signed swag pack and the signed copy of Sky Without Stars. Oh, I almost forgot. In this book, this is so cool. So the publisher actually put one of 2 stamps on the actual hardcover. They are symbols to do with the book, and they're only on the first run. So after this is sold out, they won't print these anymore. So you get the limited edition printed hardback as well. Okay. So I think, okay, we wrapped up Sky Without Stars. All right, so then, oh, I didn't. There's more. There's more. Guys, there was so much stuff. Okay, so there's this great I'm metallic, but this is not metallic. This is magnet. It's a magnet bookmark of Laterne, which is the place or the planet where this story takes place. So you get that, which they were giving away as prizes. And this lovely dog tag that says Little Lark, which when you read the book, you will understand what it's for and why it makes total sense. So you will get that as well. And then, okay, to go. Sorry, I feel like I've just have so much crap today. So to go with Venators Promises Forged, you're going to get some of my swag, and that is going to be not one, but both of the custom designed laptop stickers that we did. So Megan, sorry guys, I'm all over the place today. Okay, just take a breath, take a breath. Everybody take a breath with me. I'm going to show you these stickers on a laptop. Okay, so this is size, so you can kind of figure out how big they are proportioned to your laptop. These both go these are both from book one. So if you have read book one, you're going to see these and you're going to know exactly what's going on. This one, Howling Good Deal. I'm not going to tell you where it's from because you should know. And if you don't know, you should read book one. It's a good time. And the second one is this Venator Rave. Now this one cracks me up. I had these stickers designed by Megan Lloyd. She's an animator from DreamWorks. And I'm so glad that she read the book before we chatted because I'm not great with pop culture ideas. Like I write epic fantasies for Pete's sake. Pop culture in me, I don't know. I'm like, what if we did this like very elaborate thing? And I miss the whole idea of the conciseness and the humor, I think, that is the pop culture scene. So, and she totally gets it. So she's throwing all these ideas at me and I'm like, you are a genius. I love, like, not only did she do them so well, but she came up with the idea. So she was like, what if we did a Venator Rave sticker and their arms were all lit up and I just started laughing. I was like, that is so brilliant. If you haven't read the book, our Venators have got markings. They look like black tattoos when there's no creatures around, nothing's going on. If a vampire, per se, comes in the vicinity, then those markings will actually alert, so they'll turn kind of a reddish color, or if it's a werewolf, it'll be a little more maroon, and that way it's like an advanced warning system, a security system, if you will. And so the fact that the Venators can be their own rave lights, like, it was hysterical. And then she was going to give them glow sticks, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this very well, but she was going to give them glow sticks, and I was like, what if we gave them daggers? Would that be funny? And she was like, that would be funny. I'm like, okay, cool. Every now and again, I get this stuff. So yeah, so fun. You will get both of those. And then for those of you who have read again, you'll know that they work initially with the crossbows especially. So I have one crossbow necklace left that I will add in. And then I also have this bracelet, and I've put 2 of the yin and yang charms on there. If you've read the book, you will know that Ruin and Riker share 1/2 of a yin and yang symbol, and that Ruin is now wearing both for reasons that you will figure out when you read the book. So I've done a double yin and yang charm on there to represent Ruin and Riker's charm necklaces. So that is what you're going to be receiving from me. So we've got the books, we've got all of the swag. It's going to be so awesome, and I cannot wait for somebody to win this. Now, I was super smart this time, and I remembered that I make the same mistake in every blasted video. What is that mistake, you may ask? It's that we get to this point, and I'm like, hey, let me tell you about my current events, and then I don't know what they are. I'm like, I have a thing, and it's on a day, and the day's in my phone, and I'm using my phone to record. Cool. So I got smart. I wrote them down this time. So here's what we have coming up. You guys ready? You guys ready? So for the release party. For Venators Book 2, Promises Forged, this is on May 8th at Rediscovered Books in downtown Boise. That is a Wednesday night. It starts at 7. Yes, 7. I was going to say 7:30. That's not right. It starts at 7 o'clock. It goes from 7 to 9. I am hoping for a fantastic turnout. We had such a killer turnout last time. They've ordered a lot of books. No pressure. a lot of books, guys. So I'm so thrilled they have this much faith in me, but they gave me the number and I was like, good. So, guys, come to the party. Also, you are almost out of time, but you can pre-order book 2 from Rediscovered Books. The link is actually, it's really easy to find on their website. It's my only link on my Instagram page right now. And if you pre-order this book from them, and I'm going to guess that they are going to hold this pre-order out until the 8th, because what they've agreed to do is they're going to have me sign that pre-order when I'm there for my release party. They will then mail you a personalized and signed copy. It doesn't matter where you live, Wisconsin, Hawaii, whatever. They will mail it to your house with all of the pre-order swag, which means you're gonna get one of these stickers, all 5 of the collectible trading cards signed, all in one neat little pre-order package. So if you're thinking about getting the book, that would be a fantastic place to do it, to make sure you get a signed copy. Okay, moving on. So after that, on the 11th of June, I will be in West Jordan, Utah at the Barnes & Noble there. I will be there. My standard rule, people always ask me, well, when will you be there? Which is a, reasonable question to ask. I will be there from about 11 o'clock until I'm either sold out of books or until the store closes. So I love to be gone before the store closes, because that means it was a really, really awesome day. But I will be there for most of the day, I suspect. So if you're worried, like if it's getting closer, if it's getting later, just call and ask if I'm still there. But yeah, stop by and see me anytime. And I will, seriously, I love to see you guys. It makes me so happy. Okay, so then I will be back in Utah on the 18th, and I will be in West Bountiful, Utah. Same deal. I will be there at 11 o'clock. I will be there till sold out or until the store closes. So come and see me, West Bountiful, on the 18th of May, which means I'm driving down 2 weekends in a row to Utah. And the drive between Idaho and Utah, it's not awesome. Guys, it's not awesome. But that's how much I love you, because I'm going to do it 2 weekends in a row. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, then on the next weekend, I will be in Idaho Falls. Now, I'm actually going to be in Idaho Falls for 2 days. So I'll be the 24th and the 25th. Both will be at the Barnes & Noble. For the 24th, which is a Friday, I'm going to be there. I think we decided like 5 or 6 o'clock. 5 or 6 o'clock, I think 5. I'm going to be driving down that morning, so I've got to give myself time to get down there. And then I'll just be there in the evening for a few hours, and then I'll be back the next morning at about 11 again, and same deal. The next scheduled event that I have, this does not mean nothing else is happening until then, but the next thing I know for sure I'm doing is on June 15th, I will be presenting at Boise Book Fest. Now, I'm actually going to be doing a couple of things, and I don't think they've announced it yet, so I can't tell you for sure what I'm doing, but it's going to be good, guys. So June 15th, Boise Book Fest, come see me there. That would also be awesome. You can buy tickets online. They're very affordable, and the ticket price does actually include a signed copy of any book you would like from the festival. I believe that's the last that I heard. So get online, check out what's all included, and come. It's gonna be a good time. Okay. Now that we have that done, there are a couple of things that I've been contemplating doing for you guys, and one is a reading. I don't know if you guys will like this. I don't know if it's something you're going to totally be into. So I'm going to let you guys know how to win this prize pack really fast for those of you who don't know. And then I'm going to read a section from book 2. All right. So it's not out yet. Brand new. I'm going to read it for you here. And what I would like to know in the comments is, did you like the reading? Was that something you'd like to see included in videos? Would you like their own videos? I'm actually contemplating doing some live stuff, probably on Instagram, where I can start doing some live readings as maybe a book club. I don't know. I'm tossing around so many ideas. So if you like this and you think this is fun and you would like to hear me do that, please, please, please drop some comments below so I can kind of weigh and see not only what's going to work for me in my schedule, but what's going to be something that you guys find valuable and that you enjoy. So, okay, to enter for this amazing concept, guys, okay, to enter for the amazing contest, go to DevriWalls.com. You're going to click on the giveaway tab. Under the giveaway tab will be all of the instructions needed to win. It is a piece of cake. You sign up for the newsletter. If you've already done so, congratulations. Step 1 is finished. Then you're going to answer the super easy question at the bottom, and bam, you are entered. The thing that you need to know is that I only announce the winners via newsletter. I state this on the website. I state this here. If I send a newsletter and I say, congratulations, Joe Fontana, and Joe Fontana does not email me, Joe Fontana can't have his prize, and I have to give it to someone else. So please make sure to pay attention to those newsletters after you take the time to win or enter. Please come find me on social media. Let's keep up. It's going to be awesome. Okay. I think, also, so many O's today. Okay. I have a new tab on my website, and you guys, I think, might like it. We're going to be running a bunch of giveaways actually for the week after release. I believe we're going to start on the 3rd. We're going to run for 5 days, and there will be a whole bunch of extra stuff you can win. There's a $50 gift card. There's some signed books. There's a signed of the brand new 6 trading card that I am getting printed. Speaking of, that needs to go on my to-do list. And it's going to be through the Venator tab on my website. So I've actually made an entire page for the Venators stuff, and it's all sorts of fun stuff. Like I made a pronunciation guide video that I put up there so that if you guys want to know how to say the names of the characters, you can listen and you can figure out how to say how I say it. You can say it however you want, but people always ask me. So I made that video. We've got trading cards with extra descriptions. We've got some BuzzFeed quizzes that we made, and they're just, anyway, a lot of fun. So make sure you join the Venators party, and if you follow me on social media, I'm going to kind of keep you up to date on that. So okay, I think that's all you need to know, and we're ready to move to this reading. I would love for you to stay to the end. If you've got to go, I guess I understand, or if it's just the thought of me reading something to you is you want to claw your eyes out, then I get it. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just click on over to DevriWalls.com. Make sure you get your entry in. Okay, are we ready? All right. I'm going to start at chapter 9, and it's called Dimitri's Punishment. And this is actually the first time we see Beltran since this book started. And I know everyone's going to be a little annoyed that it took that long, so we're just going to read that out loud. Okay, here we go. Beltran leaned back against the thick rafter beams that formed the supportive V's in the ceiling. One leg hung over the edge, and his foot ticked out in agitated rhythm. The only path of action at this moment was inaction. His lip curled. Inaction was just another dirty word for limitation. Limitations were for weaker species, those who could not bend life to suit their will as he could. There was nowhere he couldn't go, no one he couldn't be, and yet. He gave a soft snort, rolling his eyes at the irony. Since coming to the council house, limitations had plagued him. Politics, favors, and deceptions complicated things and left him tied up at every turn. His ankle ticked faster. Another scream erupted through the room at the top of the stairs. Beltran's head flopped forward, and he squeezed his eyes shut until the sound stopped. Verda, he murmured, looking down through the cutting of light and shadows at the tower door. How much more can you take? Dimitri had initiated her punishment the day before, and as the hours passed, Verda had slowly deteriorated within the stone room at the top of the stairs. She'd been silent at first, a typical show of stubbornness, but then the cries had come. First, cries of anger, so rich in agony that Beltran could feel her desire to rip Dimitri's heart out ringing through. Then they morphed to pain as her body betrayed her mind. Finally, fury, as she struggled against the inevitable surrender. But eventually, Verda had lost to her own biology. He ached to help her, but he'd lost her trust long ago. And though he deeply regretted it, no amount of pretty words or gallant gestures would change her mind. And then there was Dimitri's wrath to consider. 2 more walls, 2 more cursed limitations directing his actions. If only Verda knew the secrets he kept for her. She had her own agenda at the council house, one Beltran knew, and it wasn't because she shared it with him. In fact, if Verda realized that he'd determined what she was really after, it would be the end of him. His demise would probably arrive in the middle of the night with a vampire claw slashing through his jugular. Beltran shuddered at that mental picture. With the next scream, he heard the rattle of chains uncoiling across the wooden floor. In her current state, the door was an insufficient barrier. Dmitri had changed her to the wall with something capable of withstanding her strength. Beltran knew it was coming and cringed. She reached the end of her tether, grunted, gagged, and was jerked backward. Her body thudded to the floor. He'd seen this particular form of vampire punishment once before. Verita was now in a place she equally despised and feared. Trapped in her own mind, all traces of her humanity dormant, driven only by a vampiric need to feed. The chains jerked and dragged, jerked and dragged. By all the holy saints there were, why was he still sitting up here listening to this? His moral support was unnoticed and would most definitely have been unappreciated. And although he could help, he closed his eyes in regret. I can't risk it. Not for anyone. Dmitri would never trust me again. A flash of light caught his attention and he jerked his head to the side, peering down the stairs. A lithe figure dressed in black cut up through the shadows, flickering red. Oh, come on, he breathed. Not now. Ruin's head was tilted to the side, listening. Belcher had no idea what she was doing on this side of the council house or how he'd gotten here without being seen. Whoops, sorry guys, that was a mistake. Ruin's head was tilted to the side, listening. Beltran had no idea what she was doing on this side of the council house or how she'd gotten here without being seen. But at some point, she must have heard Verita scream and followed the sound. His heartbeat galloped at the sight of her, and he frowned down at his traitorous chest. He didn't know what was wrong with him, but he was going to have to ignore this ridiculous attraction until it went. His mind drifted away from the reprimand, focusing instead on how Ruin's brown hair fell around her shoulders. He'd never seen it down, and he found that he liked it. The warnings of a lovesick grin twitched at the side of his lips as his body leaned forward without permission. The light from the torches mixed with the soft glow of her markings illuminated her so perfectly that he could see every freckle. That delicate spray across the bridge of her nose was so very human, and he found he quite liked those too. Ruin moved with caution, glancing down at the markings on her arm again as she moved forward. Good girl. She was getting smarter, using her markings as they were meant to be used, an advanced warning system. Ruin looked back over her shoulder and then continued on. She was within a few steps of the landing and, he sighed, she wasn't going to stop. He got to his feet. If Ruin didn't already realize that he didn't show up on her markings, she would soon, and stepped off the beam. The air rushed around him. Saints, he loved that feeling. He landed, dropped into a deep crouch to absorb the impact, and then stood, coming nose to nose with Ruin. She screeched and took a step back. Her heel went over the edge of the landing and she windmilled her arms, trying to regain balance. Beltran reached out and pulled her forward. Feet firmly planted, she jerked her arm free and leveled him with a glare made of that particular Ruin-esque spark that he loved so damn much. What are you doing? She shouted. I could have broken my neck! He shoved his hands in his pockets and flashed a grin. You don't want to go in there, love. Is that Verita? She looked over his shoulder at the thick oak door, then gave him the side eye. Don't call me love. No promises on that. It just kind of comes out. He shrugged and tilted his head just enough that his eye caught hers. Love. She shook her head. I swear, between you and Shax. Shax! Hey now, I draw the line. Verita screamed. That is Verita. What's wrong with her? Ruin shoved past Beltran, grabbing the door. I wouldn't do that if I were... Ruin gripped the door open and stepped inside. You. It? Totally not the end. End of chapter 9. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but seriously, let me know. See if we can incorporate some more. Start with book 1. Maybe do book club-esque something. I'm going to go tackle my to-do list, which, by the way, mainly entails writing book 3. So, those happy vibes, like seriously, send them my way. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Have an excellent, excellent, excellent rest of your day. Please make sure to get a copy of Venators Promises Forged, either in your hand, in your school's hand, in your library's hand, whichever hand it is. Please just get a hold of it. The success of this series absolutely depends on how this goes and what type of feedback, and I would love to keep publishing this for you for a very, very long time. So if you guys like it, support it. It means the world to me. Mwah! Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for reading. Thank you for keeping tabs on what's going on, for picking up the next book. You guys are amazing, and I could not do this without you. Thanks.